Couch? It's okay?
Couch is good.
So we can, we can relax. How was your day, sir?
My day is absolutely fabulous. The sun is out, or was out. Now it's not.
Nope.
It's good to be in Berlin. Hello, everybody. Hello, Germany. Hello, Berlin. Where everybody's from. So it's nice to see all these beautiful faces.
They're really beautiful, and some of the cosplays as well are really cool and very creative. How creative are Comic-Con attendees?
I've seen the greatest outfits here, and I feel like some of you could go a little deeper. You could, maybe put a little more makeup on. A couple of you here, but I think that this is very nice over here.
That is really nice.
That's great. Are you supposed to be what, the Three Musketeers? No. Puss in Boots?
Harry Potter ghosts.
You can see I haven't seen all the Harry Potters. My kids, they watch that. You guys look great.
What was the greatest costume you ever saw on a convention?
I think it was there was like a dragon. Oh, what was it? The Shape of Water? Did you see the movie The Shape of Water? So a fellow was being made up as the Aquaman.
Really?
Yeah. So far the greatest one's probably, I think it was a Gladiator.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Gladiator was a good one. Then a blue face. I don't know what they are.
If you would do cosplay, what would you do?
If I were to
dress up as something elaborate.
Probably a gargoyle. I'd like to be a gargoyle.
Okay.
And stay and hang up on the ceiling.
Just don't move all day. Just look at people.
Right?
That's a good one.
Stay really very still until people walk up and then move. Right?
That would be a good one. That's definitely.
Yeah.
So you like to scare people, huh?
I like making people laugh. I like scaring people if they need to be scared. Whatever. I like making people cry.
Oh no! Don't make us cry. Because
we all want to feel, right? We all want to feel.
So you want to move people.
Want to move people.
Because on your account there are a lot of genres. So you have from comedy to scary movies to moving TV series. So what is your favorite genre? Where you feel the best?
I like making people laugh. I like comedy.
Did you ever do a stand-up comedy?
That was one thing I thought I wanted to do, but it's very scary. You also have to write, your own material, and I thought about it.
Really?
But that's one thing I haven't done yet.
All right.
I sang in front of people in a band, and
What kind of music did you sing?
A little bit of Van Morrison, a little bit of Sam Cooke.
That's nice. That's a good accomplishment. Singing in front of live audience is always stressful.
Right.
Because when you do movies, TV series, you always have the rehearsals, then you have the takes.
Yeah.
Live music is
Live music is one time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like theater. When you do theater, you mess up, you just keep going.
So which one do you prefer? TV, theater, movies? Which medium of acting speaks to you the best?
Each one, theater is so beautiful because it's live and you have to push through if you make mistakes, and each night it's different. Movies, it's so intimate, You and I are doing a scene, but we can do it in several different ways. They shoot me, they shoot you, they shoot them. So I don't know, I like it all.
Like it all.
I like it all, yeah. How about you? What's your favorite, huh?
Guys, what you prefer? Movies? All right.
Television? Theater?
All right. Theater?
Theater.
Some fans, that's not bad, but I think TV series win. Is that because of Netflix? I think so, no? I read about you that after high school you went for a trip around Europe and US and you had odd jobs. That's all I found. What did you do?
I was a painter on an island called Ischia, off the coast of Naples. I was we painted the municipal building, the Municipio. I was a bodyguard for a guy who was traveling back and forth from Switzerland to Sweden with a lot of money. And then I taught squash and racquetball.
Right, odd jobs, definitely. Would you do a gap year like this again?
Yeah, I think it's so important, I think, especially Americans, for them to come and experience another culture and struggle with the language, learn another language. I think kids here would do a good thing by a year, 2, travel, work, military. It's important before you, because it takes time to know what you want to do.
That's true, I do agree. Did you learn on that trip what you want to do?
No, so when I was 16, I had a voice in my head, I'm going to be an actor.
Just like this, you woke up and there's a voice in your head?
No, it was in high school, during the middle of the day, this loud voice came in and said, you're going to be an actor. I thought, oh, okay. And it took me a while to focus.
Fair enough, to get all the distractions away, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
All right, before we're going to talk about your roles in the series and the movies that you play, I want to check with the audience if they might have any questions. So guys, you know the deal? Hands up, and my lovely assistant is going to approach you. Wait a second, we need a mic on. Sorry. You should try now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you say you're a comedian. So do you have any good jokes for us?
Oh, tough one. Make people laugh.
I don't know if I can tell them. I mean, it's a little dirty. I got a couple dirty jokes. Let's see.
Do you have a few clean ones, maybe?
A clean one?
I got one.
Oh, no, there's,
You got one?
Okay.
You got one, but you have to stand up.
You got a good joke?
Yeah.
Let me have it.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Say it again.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Yes.
Tell us.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
That's a good one. Well done. Well done.
I like that.
See, we have a rising star comedian.
Exactly. You're off to a good start. You can come up here in the middle and entertain the audience.
Would you like to? No, he's shy. All right, another question, please. Oh.
Hello. I'd like to know, how did you get the job for the TV show The Sentinel?
How did I get the job?
Yeah.
For the Sentinel? You know, like every other actor, you audition, and I had. There's a thing called pilot season, and where the new shows get cast and shot, etc. And I auditioned for The Flash, the original Flash, in 1992, on CBS. And so it was between me and another man who got the job. But then the producers liked me. I did an episode of The Flash, and then I did a show called Viper that they did, and then I auditioned for the Sentinel out of lots of hundreds of actors. So I had known the producers and the writers, and I almost lost it because I had done another series and worked with one of the creators' father, who was a director, who I had a problem with. And so I had to go and make peace with the father, and then I got the job.
Thank you very much for that question. What was wrong with the father, can I ask?
He was like an old. Now we have much more sort of restrictions, or people, how you say, or like microaggressions and how you talk to people, and certain things that at one time were okay to say or maybe even to joke about, it changes. So he did some things that I didn't agree with, and I didn't like the way he directed.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
I understand. Oh, there's another question from the same lady.
Sorry. I entered this panel. I entered this panel rather late, so I don't know if this has been asked before. At which point in your life did you decide to become an actor and why?
What
At which point in your life did you decide to become an actor? What was that in where the bug bit you?
So, as I said earlier, like I heard a voice in my head. I heard I heard a voice when I was 16, and I didn't know. I didn't want to go to college. I thought I wanted to. I traveled in Europe for a while. I got on a merchant marine ship. You know what that is?
Nope.
So I worked, and I worked in construction. I had my own little construction company where I built things, fixed houses, and then I just started to. I came to Germany to teach racquetball in Hamburg. And
That's where I'm from.
in Hamburg, I was in Jenfeld.
Cool.
So I was over there, and I had to stop chasing balls, and I wanted to, focus. And I went to study in New York City and listen to that voice that I heard. So my first job, I was about 27, 28, as an actor, which is late. So it took me a while, but I lived life, and I had some experiences.
Good, that always helps in roles as well. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for the question.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did.
Thank you.
Because that experience that you get from life, then you have the material to play the character.
Right. I don't understand how people. I understand how they can come from school, or if these young kids, I don't understand sometimes that they haven't lived a lot of life. So I'm a fan of having life teach you.
It usually teaches pretty well, doesn't it? It's a good teacher. So we have time for one more question from me and one more question from the audience. So from me is, Susan or Brie?
Susan.
Woo! That's my answer. Sorry, I got excited.
Do they all know what we were talking about?
Guys, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Which series is it? Desperate Housewives. Yeah. So they know they're just shy. All right, guys, and this is the time for last more question. New? Because I have one then. Oh, there's one. Here you go. Why Susan? Like
I don't know. I just had a stronger connection with her. Yeah.
For the last question, maybe something funny. In the Sentinel, you play a character that was 5 heightened sentences. Sentences.
Yeah.
Sentences would be fun. If you had a choice for a heightened sense, what would it be, or maybe all of them even?
Well, if I had to, I would rather have all of that. But if I had to choose,
I would choose hearing.
hearing.
Yes. You could hear it all. Someone's talking bad about you back there, and you could be like,
That's
Yeah.
yeah, because my vision is pretty good. I like that. Yeah, maybe hearing, because I taste, and I don't need to smell too much, right?
better not.
Yeah, hearing. I think that's a good choice. Yeah. And if that's the last question, I want to thank you all, especially most of you here are German, and I appreciate you all listening to us speaking English. I appreciate that a lot. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and that's unfortunately the all time we have. Next time I hope we're gonna talk a little bit about your new project as well. Well, maybe tomorrow?
Yeah.
Guys, you can find the autograph booth, the photo shoot today and tomorrow as well. And Mr. Richard is gonna wait there for you. And now I need a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Vielen Dank, Dankeschön.
Thank you, sir.
Ich kann besser Deutsch verstehen, als ich es sprechen kann.